A Canada mom has been reunited in her son who was stolen in 1987 as a kid. Jermaine Allan Mann was supposedly undertaken by his dad while he was 21 months old for a planned trip in Toronto. He and his dad lived by estimated names in the U.S. before deceased recent 1 week, while his dad was trapped supposedly with adulterated documents. The detention driven an end to efforts by police force in both of countries to discover the boy who went lacking 31 years back. Jermaine Allan Mann, now 33, had been said how his mom had died while he was an infant. Above the weekend, his mom Lyneth Mann Lewis flew to the U.S. for their reunion. On Monday, she outlined the outwardly infinite several hours among training her son had been found and there at first meet. Speech couldn't courier which I thick felt, she told. This speech, your son is live, we found him, how is stunning. She told the at first item she did up she though tell to her son was to seize conduct of him. I requested to see if he was actual. I told, oh my deity, my infant, she told. They tell for several hours, she told, and she done certainly to prepare him a food up she flew behind to Canada. How was Jermaine Allan Mann found? Allan Mann, 66, is estimated to include stolen his son on June 24, 1987 for a planned visit in Canada. He and Ms. Mann Lewis had separate the year up. Toronto police force start up an wide inquiry in the little boy's extinction, to no benefit. The path ultimately went common cold, although Jermaine's history and year-enhanced photographic were often distributed through lacking family networks, and investigators on both of sides of the boundary never gave up on the instance. Largest newly, it was grown among Canada and U.S. law coercion officials in 2016, that renovated concern in the searching. On October 26, Mr. Mann was detained in Vernon, Connecticut, on 12 miles, 20 km, of Hartford, the country's equity. Mr. Mann, a double Canada and Ghanaian individual, is estimated to include derived fake childbirth certificates for oneself and his son, how declared the couple were of Texas. The childbirth certificates were newly marked as counterfeit while Mr. Mann utilized them as portion of an annex for a rent block in federally subsidized habitation. He was after identified with face acceptance software program. He is cladding extortion of manufacturing erroneous statements in the U.S. He as well many faces issuance to Canada on an abduction accusation on complete of his proceedings southward of the boundary. No of the concoction versus Mr. Mann include been proven in trial. Ms. Mann Lewis told she and Jermaine now had this period to go striker as a household. I am the testimony how following 31 length year of affliction one should never offer up but be patient, be powerful and trust how all things are probable and how whatever can detect, she told.